Hello, welcome back to LK Tuition. My name's Lucas and today we're going to be looking at converting between metric and imperial units. Hope you're well and let's get cracking. Okay, so let's just remind ourselves of what imperial and metric units are. There are separate videos. There's one on metric units and converting between metric units. There's another one on imperial units and converting in between imperial units. But today we're going to look at going from one group to the other. Okay, so just a reminder then, so metric units are what we most commonly use, and they include millimetres, centimetres, metres and kilometres. We've got millilitres and litres, and that's for liquid, and we've also got milligrams, grams and kilograms for mass. Now imperial units, they're also used, a bit more old-fashioned, but we use a lot of them still in the UK, and we've got for length inches, feet, yards and miles. We've also got pints and gallons, and we've also got pounds and stones for weight. So I've kind of matched up with the colours which ones are going to match, and I'm going to show you the ones that we need to know for GCSE, the conversions. Alright, so let's just have a little look at them. So here are the ones that you need to know for GCSE. So they've got that 1 mile is 1.6 kilometres. Another way of writing that, you might see it a different way, is that 1 kilometre is 5/8 of a mile. You might see that. We've also got the 1 inch is 2.5 centimetres. So those are our lengths that we need to know. And then we've also got that 1 kilogram is 2.2 pounds and 1 litre is 0.22 gallons. Now these aren't absolutely exact, and that's why I've got these squiggly equal signs. That means approximately equal to. So they're not exactly equal to that, but for GCSE you can use these. Okay, so feel free to write these down. I always struggle to remember them, but try and write them down because we'll need them for our next load of questions. Alright then, so feel free to pause the video and have a go at these, otherwise we'll do them together. Okay, so number one, we want to convert 5 miles into kilometres. Okay, so let's remember that 1 mile was equal to 1.6 kilometres. So 5 miles is going to equal, well, 1.6 times 5 is 8 kilometres, and that's our answer for that one. And that's where our 5/8 comes from before. It's just a simpler way of doing it where it doesn't have a decimal. Okay, number two, we want to convert 12.5 kilograms into pounds. Well, we remember that 1 kilogram was equal to 2.2 pounds. So we want to do 12.5 kilograms. We want to times that by 2.2. Okay, so there's different ways of doing this. Let's do decimal multiplication. So let's ignore the decimal to start with and do 125 times 22. Okay, well, if we times it by the 2, we get 250. And if we times it by the 20, we get 2,500. Add them up and we're going to get 2,750. So 2,750, but we need to stick the decimal point back in. Well, how many numbers are after the decimal point in our question? Well, there's 1, 2, so there should be 2 numbers after the decimal point in our answer, so I will put that there. So 27.50, or you can leave that as 27.5. Okay, and then we'll write pounds. Alright, so number 3, we want to convert 15 centimetres into inches. Well, we've got that 1 inch is equal to 2.5 centimetres. So for 15 centimetres, we want to divide it by 2.5. So how many 2.5s make 15? Well, 2.5 times 2 is 5. So 3 5s are 15, so double that, so 6 times 2.5 would be 15. So this is 6 inches. Great. And then finally, we want to convert 44 gallons into litres. Well, if we remember that 1 litre was equivalent to 0.22 gallons, Okay, and we've given you kind of nice ones here because these are non-calculator questions. Okay, so if you're in a non-calculator paper and it looks difficult, it shouldn't be that tricky. So look for kind of patterns between the numbers. So we want 44 gallons. So the first thing I'm noticing here is that 44 is twice 22. So there's going to be a 2 in here. But 2 times 0.22 is 0.44. So to get that up to 44, we'd have to times it by another 100. So this is going to be 200 litres. Okay, all right then. So let's have a look at a couple of worded examples. Okay, so number 5, we've got that Leslie is driving through Spain and sees the sign below. Okay, this is the speed limit in kilometres per hour. What is the speed limit in miles per hour? Okay, well, if you remember, 1 kilometre, let me get this right, 1 mile is equal to 1.6 kilometres. Okay, so we've got this 40 kilometre an hour sign, so this goes to 40. How many miles is that? Well, we want to find out how many 1.6 is going to 40, or if we times both by 10, how many 16s go into 400? So let's use the bus stop method. Okay, I am skimming over a bit of these, kind of multiplying decimals together, dividing decimals together. There are separate videos on how to do all of those. So if I'm going a little bit quick with this kind of stuff, feel free to check those videos out first. Okay, so how many 16s go into 400? Well, none go into 4. How many go into 40? Well, it's going to be 2, remainder 8. How many 16s go into 80? It's 5. Okay, so 40 kilometres is the same as 25 miles. So the speed limit is going to be 25 miles per hour. All right, and then finally, let's have a go at this one. So we can use a calculator for this one. So this says a lift has a weight limit of 600 kilograms. 6 American footballers get in the lift. All right. So it says Sam weighs 230 pounds, Harry weighs 217 pounds, Aaron weighs 225 pounds, Tom weighs 215 pounds, Larry weighs 228 pounds, Steve weighs 228 pounds as well. Should all 6 American footballers use the lift? Okay, well, the first thing we want to use, or the first thing we want to find out, is the total weight. So total weight, and that's going to be all this added up. So let's just write it out. It's always good to write your working out. So 230 plus 217 plus 225 plus 215 plus 228 plus 228. Okay, so let's add all these up. We can use our calculator. So 230 plus 217 plus 225 plus 215 plus 228 plus 228. Just make sure I've not made a mistake. 17, 25, 15, 28, 28. Great, and that gives me 1343. So 1,343 pounds. Okay, now we know the lift weight limit is 600 kilograms. So let's find out what that is in pounds. Well, we'll try and remember from before that 1 kilogram is equal to 2.2 pounds. So 1,343 pounds. Okay, we want to divide it by that 2.2. So again, we can use our calculator. So 1343 divided by 2.2. And that gives us £610.45, and that's recurring, and that's kilograms. So should all 6 American footballers use the lift? Well, the limit is 600 and their total weight is more than that. So let's just write down why not. So should they use the lift? No, because they weigh, well, over 10 kilograms more than the limit. Okay, alright then, so I hope you found this useful. This has been LK Tuition. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon for some more maths videos.